curious.
Yeah, if we had what, a 1/4 inch to a mail, I think that would work.
Hold on. So this little guy expects this guy. So this little guy that won't fit. It would be 2 mails to.
Yep. So, well, those are like $10, so.
Yeah. No winning on it.
No, we have the complete mail or 1/4 inch.
1/4 inch. What we need 1/4 inch mail.
Yeah. That's fair. Wait. Just the watch your eyes too, you may get blinded.
That's fixed.
Alright, I gotta rechange my weird little drawing. I was trying to think of what I was doing. So I was like,
Let's take a look at this one here. No, they're both expecting it. So. So what it should do is we should have a 1/4 inch into a 3-prong, put it into that guy. So when it comes out, there's the goops.
yeah.
And then this guy would come out here, and then he should come out to there.
Right.
And over here.
So we need 2 more mail ends at the very least.
Catalog that. Have Johnny put some quotes out.
Alright. 2 more mail ends.
Get them whenever we need. We can test, something we can play with and test it out. What I really want to do is I really want to buckle down.
Have it like completely solid because this is like a guessing game sometimes.
Yeah, well, put a hook on this little guy or something on the corner here that says, easier to connect up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's just.
Yeah, that was good for me. I just want to let you know that contract was passed. Everyone wanted to buy the rules. That's the part. What I think would be in terms of is if it spikes past 15%, it's here. It should be like normal 10% rate. 10% normal 10%. But the spike, we want to cap it. I want to cap it at 15. So if it goes past 15, because what I don't want to do is well, there's 48% price. I want to see it. No, I need 15. Because you don't know. Gentlemen, you can use well right in front, but it's okay. Oh, watch your step there. Watch your step. You alright?
Okay, maybe I should go walk out.
Put it back in the Just put the box right here. All right. Make sure that Laura gets your name down so you can get paid for tonight. Yeah, you get paid like $100.
Yeah. They're thinking it's going to be like that. That's all we know.
No, I'm looking at the room. It's going to take an hour to get past the meeting. I'm going to check and make sure that we're transmitting.
Yep.
I mean, I go to place because I usually go to place like walk and check and make sure we're transmitting. Okay.
All right. So relay any info.
Welcome to the evening's regular session. We'll start with the action that we took in executive. The first item was the FY23 audit was approved for submission. The second item was repatriation of Erickson artifacts. There was no action taken. The council did take action to approve the FY25 indirect cost proposal. The council took action under a special land lease request. And then also in executive, the council took action under item 10, the June 3rd and 18th minutes. We took council action under item 11 for the treasurer's balance sheet for May 2024. And we took action on the other land lease items that were listed under number 12. So those will not be discussed in regular session. We'll move on to community comments and concerns. If there are any tribal members or community members that would like to present, please come to the microphone. If you would push the button on the right, please.
Is that on?
Okay.
Hello. I know it's been posted in the Redcliffe News and Facebook and around the area, but just a reminder that on Wednesday at the cabin through Wellsville University Medical Recyclers is apply in July, and then it's going on for anyone that's interested in wanting to take classes or enroll in school. There'll be people up there from the main campus that will help with some of the paperwork and financial aid applications, and we'll have something to eat, and there'll be raffles too for people that come in.
Is there anybody else that would like to give community comment or concern? The honorary spoken.
He's the chairman, I'm the vice chairman of the fishing committee.
Okay.
So on behalf of the rest of the fishermen, which we're hoping we're going to
Okay. All right. The council doesn't have this item on their agenda, so they don't have the materials in front of them, so they probably won't engage, but we are more than willing to hear and listen. Can you introduce yourselves?
Just
You good.
Well, we were under the impression that Chapter 706 were going to be presented today.
We are on the agenda for this evening.
Was there a request submitted for this?
Paperwork we got.
We're just, we just got the minutes from your meeting the other day.
Oh, well, we were under the impression that we were going to today.
Yeah, no, we got, there's a process, I mean, it'll be just like we did do, Chris.
Yeah.
You know, you guys will, you know, propose something to us, and we'll look at it, the council, and we'll all look at it, and then we'll let you know. And then we'll, you know, it's not on the agenda for that, you know, we still consider it being in the negotiation.
But on our behalf, we wanted to let the whole tribal council know because we're not sure who is making these extra laws that they want us to follow. We've been meeting now for a year, setting up, redoing the proposals that you guys had made, and so far, none of our proposals have been gone anywhere. You guys have got down everyone we're trying to do. And specifics, one was transferring licenses. We feel that being a commercial fisherman and owning a commercial fishing vessel, we should have the right to transfer our license to one of our family members. Because we worked our whole life doing this, but now you guys are saying that we cannot transfer our license.
I wasn't unaware of that. I know the discussion,
It's in one of the things that you guys sent us.
okay, well, one of the, as far as I know, the legacy,
And that's what we're trying to hold on to, is legacy.
we don't have a problem with that.
Because you personally like to hand it on to his side.
And, yeah,
Maybe you'd like to hand it to his side.
where we have an issue, is that, and on our side, there's the chairwoman, there's myself, Ian, Dylan, Wilson, Dave, Jack is on there, Mark Duff is on there. But in regard to the legacy license, I don't think we have an issue with that. Where we have an issue, Marty, is the boat, like if you just sell your boat, okay, you're gonna retire, you put your boat on Facebook, somebody comes up and says, okay, I'll give you that, and the license going with it.
Right.
That's where the issue is. It's not if you sell it to your kid.
No, not the boat selling, I meant the license.
Yeah, it's see that would,
Family.
yeah, we don't have an issue with that.
But the way it's worded, you do.
Okay, but yeah, where we have, like I said, where we have an issue.
And then also, you're wanting us to.
Mommy, can I ask a question?
Yes,
Are you guys putting these in writing?
Yes, we have, and everything we've been discussing for a year, we've been writing. But
It comes back.
it comes back to them, and then they shoot it down.
I don't know that we shoot it down. These topics that they're talking about have been brought forward to the council in the past. We've made some motions on a few things, and just to clarify a few things, the legacy part wasn't figured out, you're right, it was the way it was worded. The way it was worded caused some confusion. So you're correct on that. We need to look at those notes again and clarify legacy. But like Greg said, we don't want the license to be get up and sold and taken away, like to a non-member or a person who lives, who's not here and part of this commission, this commercial fishing community.
Right.
And the reason for that, I mean, we have nothing to hide. The reason for that is if you decide you want to get out, Zach doesn't want anything to do with it, you want to get out, you sell your boat, okay? Somebody comes along and buys that boat, and if the license goes with it, we got a waiting list of, you know, people who want to get on, who want to get a big boat license. And if the license just keeps going with the boat, then it's just up for bid. Hey, who's got the most money can buy that boat and buy the license. You know, but if you want to get out, you know, if you want to transfer it to your child, no, we don't have an issue with that.
That's straightforward. Then the other one, about having to be on board at all times when any gear is lifted or sent, you know. It doesn't give us any exemptions for in case we're sick or injured or doctor's appointment or hell, even on vacation. I don't know about these guys, but I have to fish all the time. The boat has to be making money at all times, and the way it's worded,
And again, I think that's the way it's just the way it's worded, Chris. We obviously are not going to, you know, if you had a heart attack, we're not going to make you go on the boat to fish. But, you know, it's nothing like that at all.
so we were, the language is wrong.
Okay.
And sometimes an exemption for,
And, you know, I grew up in a commercial fishing town. The last damn thing I'm going to do is anything harming against. You know, but I think we're all in agreement that there is parts of chapter 7 that need to be shored up. You know, and, you know, obviously, you know, I mean, the council has the authority to just do it, but we're not going to do that. We want you guys to input.
I could add to that one too, Greg, because I was talking to Merck about that a while back, is that both of the things that that's true. Street National Resource Day, just so you guys know, I'm going to be gone for a few weeks, so if you hear anything, you know, that kind of thing, that's how you should be acting. But the words, verbiage needs to be changed.
Yes. We need to have some kind of exemption.
Yep.
If I remember right, one of the discussions we were having along that line were trying to figure out the email on the board every now and then. We can lift our plan set or lift. He was looking at a percentage of the time. So it wasn't all the time, but there was a percentage in there that you could own that place in the person.
Yeah, that would work too.
And then one of the main things that we wanted to do today also was, is there any way, they wanted us to set up a meeting just with the tribal council and all of the commercial fish.
I think we have, it's in our minutes, so you will get it.
If there's any way you don't
I
mind.
did get a request from the secretary of the tribal council that did come to me, and we are looking possibly at a retreat date in July.
Okay.
So we will be
But I
informed.
want to make sure I mention it before we.
But I do have,
But, you know, obviously, you know, we've all grown up together, so Mr. there. But you guys, we get to do nothing to harm you guys, you know, but there are loopholes in chapter 7 that need to be shored up so that the code is black and white. You know, when we get people coming up to us and say, I want a big boat license, and there's none available, and we look at, okay, why isn't there one available? And then you say, okay, is everybody following all the codes? You know, and it's just, you know, I mean, I'll go to that for you guys any day of the week, you know that, but, you know, when we have other tribal members coming up saying, hey, look, you know, X, Y, Z, we need to address that, and, you know, we've been trying to do it with you guys.
Okay, we were just, it was doom and gloom in our meeting.
So, and don't let it be, that's not the attitude we have.
We just wanted to address it and let the council know that we're trying to work things out, working with you guys, and whatever we're going to set up another meeting then.
Yeah.
then I think our job is done.
You're just supposed to do this every time you come here.
Thank you for listening.
Yes, thanks very much.
Thank you. So community comments.
What's that?
So community comments. Any other traveler community members that would like to give community comment? If not, I'll offer a friendly reminder. Exercise your civic duty tomorrow as a tribal member and vote in the general election from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. in this room here. Move over to item 9, page social days, Paap.
I don't have a lot in the way of updates, save to say that we are administration working for the summer, as you know. We're wrapping up the 23-24 school year. We have end-of-year reports due to the Department of Public Instruction that are being finalized right now. And then we're really setting our sights on finalizing the 24-25 school year and getting happening in the 25-26. We had a successful kindergarten cookout in June. About 30 folks showed, lots of kids. Elementary principal Mike Peterson was at the grill, and Haley Jo Hyde was there. The other kindergarten teachers, Laura Pedersen and Beth were there as well to welcome the incoming kindergarten students and families. We had 7 families submit their enrollment papers for our Ojibwe kindergarten room, and I understand that there are at least 3 to 5 more families who say that they plan on submitting enrollments specific to our kindergarten version. So we're crossing our fingers and hoping that we'll have about a dozen kids in the fall to begin that program that would not have happened without all of you, and without the trial and real commitment to this important program that we're really excited and honored to be launching at the district. We do have kindergarten readiness slated for August 12th through 14th. That's when the incoming kindergartners get to ride the bus and they come to the big school and they check everything out and they kind of get the lay of the land. So that's just finalizing some logistics there. We have already had 2 weeks of summer school and are looking for our July sessions to launch soon. The numbers are smaller than June, and we're really focusing on reading literacy and working with students there, as well as any middle and high schoolers who still need to make up any missing assignments if they were 10% or less to a passing grade. So we're working on that as well. Other than that, it's summer mode. As I mentioned, the school is getting spiffed up. There's a lot of painting and waxing and shifting of classrooms happening. And I do want to say that next meeting, hopefully our principals will be joining me to give updates and talk specifically about what's going on for this coming school year in regards to our elementary schools and middle school. So we'll just have to listen to us folks there at the table. I'm happy to take any questions or concerns right now.
So not a concern, but running the summer food program the last 2 weeks has been pretty impressive. 80 kids the first week, 90 last week. I mean, we did a break this week, we're just happy for that part. But yeah, we do notice that the numbers have gone down 2/3 for the following week. recruits that are coming up, but yeah, it's just another just rolls right off us as we had the 160 people every day.
Yeah, we're trying something different this summer with summer programming and summer school. It seems that a lot of families really want that break, as do a lot of our teachers for July. As you know, we typically do June, a couple weeks in June and a couple weeks in August, and we're seeing how it goes. So the lunches are appreciated, and we'll report out once we're through summer programming and let you know about everything.
Or the transition for the classroom, the immersion class, how's that going?
It's great now that the teachers are in the building. No offense to the teachers, but we've got classrooms just getting set up now. Our Ocean kindergarten teacher, Haley, has been in, and now we're just kind of waiting for some materials to arrive to customize that space. But otherwise, we don't have any major renovations or anything happening at the school, which is really nice, just to focus on making sure that all the rooms are really set. So things are going well.
Butch, you mentioned about the lunches. When they have the language program next week, will you be bringing lunches out there also?
I've not heard anything, but if you're going to talk, we have to know some kind of volume. Do we have to order? Oh.
Just a quick hire for the event for the week.
I will say that what we do is if we end up with extras these days, we'll run them out there and just share them like we have in the past.
I just want to make a couple of comments, and you can elaborate if you choose. But the district received significantly much more financial impact aid dollars than were budgeted for this fiscal year, which was a nice surprise for all of us. As we know, we don't have property tax here within the jurisdiction of our trust plans, and so that federal funds offsets that, and we had really nice surprises this year. It's really $2.25 million more than what was budgeted. That we continue to work with the district to prioritize cost-sharing positions that enhance the district and do not supplant the district, like the guidance for the counselor.
Oh, there's a therapist, yeah.
And then maybe it would be nice in the fall for the council to have an invitation for a tour of the school year. I take one every year before school starts, so I can be extra critical. And say, man, who's junkie in this room? Or, oh my gosh, this is so nice. But just so everybody could see the space that our children are being raised and groomed in the school. Can put some
Yeah, we love to have council there and show you around. We're really proud of the learning spaces that we provide for all of our students, and as Chairwoman Boyd noted, we're collaborating with the tribe in so many significant ways, maybe in ways that have never been done before, and sometimes that seems daunting or maybe even uncomfortable, but everybody at the table is there for a reason to support our children, and it sort of clears the path when we remember that. That what we're doing and how we're collaborating is to give as many skills and opportunities to our children and support them when there are challenges, whether that's through regular community health and mental health counselors, or whether that's through support for reading, for mathematics, internship experiences that we go on and on. It is so appreciated that every time I pick up the phone or compose an email or reach out to somebody no one says no. It's always, let's come together and have a conversation. And it's about problem solving for the good of our children. We're a small school, as you know, but it's truly amazing and inspiring how many options we have for our children. And Redcliffe makes that possible again and again. So part of this summer too is to continue those conversations. We're looking at job descriptions on how to fill gaps, and that's one piece that we wish to report more on in August.
Is program sufficiently funded to handle if most people said they wanted an hourly range out of that program?
Realistically, the stipend is higher. But because they're not, and not for everybody, but for the most part, the stipend is higher. We do budget for stipends. We have to do that with the budget. While always stretched, can cover this.
So on this third document, this would be your proposal. This is right from.
This is the policy with the revisions.
Right.
Yep. Saying they can get one or the other, but not both. Previously, it was they could only get a stipend and then they'll take it out.
I just want to make sure this is actually your proposal. You're looking for approval for that. I make a motion to approve policy change.
Motion's by David and second by Rick. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions?
Aye.
One abstention. Ernie? Motion carries. Which and or following up? See which one. Thanks, Diane. Item 14, grant application approval, Newman's own Allissa. The request is for $99,557. Any questions from council?
Motion.
Motion by Butch, second by Ernie. $99,557. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions? Motion carries.
Enticing argument.
Yours was very super prepared. That's what happens. Item 15, Indian Collective Community Supplementation Grant, lease rate. The request you have councils for $250,000. Might be a little bit of question just because there was no position description, or we're not sure exactly. Just the position. Otherwise, the source is not that big.
Right, so we're looking for approval to, write to grant to the community to a grant for a total of $250,000. Unfortunately, the focus of how we were gonna move forward with this grant was on the 26th, we had scheduled a community event to update on fire damage plan presentation, also talking about update on version as well as a language training program. Due to the sewer issues, the request decided to postpone because I think we were going to smell. There was half the parking lot was not usable, and so I say unfortunately we had to postpone due to the fact that the 5-year language plan was going to be presented by Calvin. We were going to talk about the barriers, successes, how to move forward, and get community input on how we should continue the 5-year plan. We are in the 5th year, but due to COVID, we're kind of technically in the 3rd year. But overall, if we're looking at the day-to-day, we're in the 5th year. And so having a lot of conversation with our larger language community, we decided that we wanted to revisit the language plan, look at what has been working, what hasn't been working, what the progress has been made on the plan, and just kind of revisit. So we were going to focus this particular funding on moving it forward and, having community conversations and input on our, as far as like what's the next step. Like this is as far as we made it with the plan, which is it's a pretty huge plan for one person. So how do we move it forward? I feel like we have made significant steps within the plan moving forward, but we can't stop now. We just keep moving forward. So sense of how we wanted to shape this particular funding. And with the quick timeline and turnarounds, and us not being able to get that community input, I've had discussions with Marvin. I talked to Newman who has helped us with moving immersion and language revitalization forward within that. And so we had discussions about that, how would we focus in on this particular funding source, and it was still to help fund the position to continue with the home within the budget. There's like a chunk left over for additional services, professional development resources. But with the quick turnaround of everything, that's, I'm going to ask people what's the focus should be. And that's why there wasn't necessarily a job description, because we were hoping with the feedback if we need to revisit, because it currently is funding Calvin's position. But we realized that maybe some of the job description needs to be switched or refocused to get us really going down that way, being really relevant. So that's why we don't have a job description attached. It's due in a couple of weeks.
So if council chooses to take action, I would just ask that administration can authorize the position description and the budget, because I'm not comfortable just leaving a blank 57,000 per year.
Right, I understand. Melissa prepared all of this and just was like pretty well.
She could have like
She did. She did really good in getting it prepared. And I understand it is blank, and I understand, whatever decision you all make this evening, maybe additional information that will be to.
And just an FYI too, this grant is capped at 15%.
Yeah, 10% of the budget.
Well, that's the journey. Yeah. It is very competitive, but I have talked with several people that have received it. It's competitive, but depending on your focus.
Make a motion to approve the stipulations of the chairwoman.
Motion by David. By Maura. Any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye. Opposed, abstentions? Motion carries. Positions being in the budget to be Next, we have the HUD price break approval resolution. Includes the materials and concrete consultants for classes up to 6 million. From this,
I believe there are some.
yeah, these are the same. They're the same sites. We have a motion.
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions? Brian and Secretary, yeah. So I see the notice of award, where's the rest of the money? Well, they were pretty darn close, they asked them exactly what that one was, because it was not very much to see. No, the law enforcement commission is accepting Dr. Gary's resignation and I hope we will post. We have a motion by Laura. Second by Ernie. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstentions? Motion carries. Request for relinquishment. Daniel Vaughn Brissette. Motion to accept.
Second.
Motion by Nora, seconded by David. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed, abstentions, motion carries. Is there resolution number? Yeah, there's resolution.
7124D as in dog.
Any other business? Not, the motion to adjourn.
Move. Second.
First by Rick, seconded by Bush. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
No move. Opposed, abstentions, motion carries, meeting adjourned 5:15 p.m. Yep.